this time, same as last time, I have a bouncy blow-up Castle blower on the blow-off release valves and a rock put in the blower so air won't come out the other end. But this time I got a dual tone chopper in there, the 5.6. So we'll hear that sounds different, and it's on Chopper Level 3. to figure out if this blower here actually does anything to the wind up, or I'm just going to turn it on with the air timer and alert and just not use the rotator and just turn this thing on and off. And see what it does. It probably just messes with the wind up, gives it a nice wind up and wind down, but actually doesn't increase the volume at the peak of its. Oh, here the sirens go. All this thing does is really give it a beefier wind up for the first 5 seconds and maybe the last 20, okay, maybe 10 seconds of the wind down. Actually, yeah, I gotta turn the power off. I had to turn off the breaker, but I just didn't want to shock myself. Here's my AR timer. That's a ground, and then then it just grounds because there's a piece of wood right here instead of metal. So that just grounds the AR timer to the cabinet, which is grounded to the ground. Chopper level 3 rotator, and what I do is I flip the controller switch, which basically turns off the relays to the rotator and blower. It's what this one does. I'd hit the AR timer like go, alert, and it would start timing, but it would not set my siren off, so that way I can listen for my area sirens to go off. That's just kind of what I do. And then I I usually keep it on auto, and then I put it on test so I can get the siren back to a position where I feel like it won't tip over. Although it won't, I just feel like it will. Here, I'll rip this thing off for you now. And there's the blow-off valve, and it just flips inside there, and that's pretty much about it. I use this aluminum ducting tape and some rocks to help prop it. I'm not going to do that again. This thing works fine. It's just the motor does not work fine. And the motor doesn't spin, the armature's melted on the inside. I haven't actually tried to turn it on, but it'll probably be so imbalanced it'll just explode or catch on fire, overheat. Here are the blow-off valves. Here's the blow-off valve cap. This slips on right there. And then there's some rings that look like this. Put them on there. And then there are rings that are round like that go on the top. And what am I doing? And then the other problem is you notice that the thing slowed down. That's because the bolts up there are loose. So the motor came in that way, and it loosened the tension between the two pulleys, and it slowed down drastically. And then I had it on the first alert. I had it on the really fast belt. I can't remember, 8 RPMs. And then I put it down to 4 RPMs because I thought that was a little too fast. But it was still pretty cool. I just wanted to try something different. And then that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and there's my power supply coming. I use a dryer outlet since it's only like less than 20 amps. My dryer is 40 amps, the breaker on there, because my house is old. So I just use that. It's no problem. I'll put like a 5 horsepower motor on that blower someday, just enough so I can get a little bit more of a growl as it's going. But that was still pretty fun. So that's about it.